based doon sa Army Transformation Roadmap, ito yung nanilaunch noong July 19, 2010. Ito yung aspiration ng AFP para to transform itself into a world-class army na to serve the Filipino people and secure the land. So from 2010 to 2028, it is a 18-year strategic plan na merong mga reform initiatives na intended para magkaroon ng direction yung AFP para ma-achieve nila yung vision nila na maging world-class armed forces, sources of national pride by 2028. And meron dyan na AFP core values na tatlo. So, una is yung honor, yung soldier, yung honorable soldier is kailangan hindi siya nagsisinungaling, nag-cheat, nag-steal or nag-violate ng mga moral or ethical codes. And next is yung service. So, alam natin na yung mga sundalo is mahirap and napakadelikado ng trabaho nila, but they have to perform their duties. And next is yung patriotism. So, yung mga sundalo is kailangan meron silang love for the country and kailangan meron silang devotion doon sa bansa natin. So, ito yung sinisimbolo ng logo ng AFP. And yung AFP, siya yung military forces ng Pilipinas. And meron siyang three major service branches, which is yung una is yung Philippine Army, sunod yung Philippine Navy, Philippine Air Force, then Philippine Navy. Then under the Philippine Navy is merong Marine Corps. And founded yung AFP under the National Defense Act of 1935. And marami nang nagawang tungkulin yung AFP sa history ng bansa natin. So, napasama na sila or nakipaglaban na sila sa mga maraming conflict kagaya ng combating the rebellion against the Communist Party of the Philippines or yung CPP, and also yung attached organization na to na New People's Army or NPA, and pati yung National Democratic Front of the Philippines or NDF, and also yung operations against the local Islamic terrorists sa Mindanao. So yan, aside sa pakikipaglaban ng AFP sa mga digmaan is marami na din silang naging part na din sila ng maraming peacekeeping operations sa bansa natin. And hindi lang pinoprotektahan ng AFP yung mga internal threat ng bansa natin sa mga digmaan. They also defending the Philippine territory from the external threat. So, ito yung leadership ng AFP. So, kung sino yung presidente ng bansa, is siya yung magiging commander-in-chief. So, ngayon, ang presidente natin ay si Bongbong Marcos. So, siya din yung commander-in-chief ng AFP. Siya yung nag-perform ng military policies together with the DND or Department of National Defense. So, yung DND is yung executive branch ng AFP. So, under lang siya nito. So, under lang ito ng DND. So, yung Department of National Defense is sila yung nagde-develop ng mga policies, projects, and programs to collaborating closely dito sa AFP para ma-secure nila or masiguro nila yung kaligtasan ng bansa natin. And aside sa Commander-in-Chief is merong Chief of Staff na siya yung nasa-serve as overall commander ng AFP, and siya din yung may highest ranking sa officer sa AFP, which is si General Romeo S. Browner Jr. And then under that may Vice Chief of Staff, Deputy Chief of Staff, and Armed Forces of the Philippines Sergeant Major. Next. So ito yung legal basis ng AFP. So una is yung General Headquarters. Sila they are tasked to exercise yung command and direction ng all unit ng AFP para maprotektahan and masecure yung sovereignty of the state and yung national territory ng bansa natin. And yung Armed Forces of the Philippines Medical Center naman, sila yung nagpo-provide ng comprehensive quality healthcare services sa mga AFP personnel and sa mga dependents and mga authorized civilians. So, through the consultation and treatment sa lahat ng healthcare field of specialties. And nagbibigay din sila ng diagnostic and other medical services dun sa mga AFP personnel. Next is yung Philippine Military Academy naman. Sila, they are mandated to instruct, to develop, and to train yung mga cadets para ma-possess nila yung character ng pagiging isang sundalo. So, doon tinuturo sa kanila yung mga yung mga essential education, ay yung basic, hindi lang basic, yung military skills na kailangan ng isang sundalo. Next is yung Presidential Security Group or PSG. Sila naman, they are providing security dun sa President of the Republic of the Philippines and pati sa pamilya ng presidente natin and sa residence niya or sa tirahan. And also dun sa mga pinupuntahan niya or ginagawa niya, like pinupuntahan niya yung mga offices, ganyan. So yung PSG, sila yung nagpapanatili ng kaligtasan ng presidente natin. So ayun, yung mandate ng Armed Forces of the Philippines is to protect the people and state with the goal of securing the sovereignty and the integrity of the national territory. And these are the functions ng AFP. So yung AFP, they are protecting the people by defending the Philippine from the terrorism o kaya sa mga other forms of threat, whether civilian or military nature. So dito sa pangatlo is about sa deployment. So yung mga sundalo is nade-deploy sila sa iba-ibang lugar sa bansa natin para masigurado yung national security. And sa pang-apat, sabi dito, perform such other function. So yung mga sundalo natin is hindi lang sila pangdigmaan or para makipaglaban, they are also engaged in other non-military activities kagaya pag may mga calamities or may mga disaster na tumatama dito sa bansa natin kagaya ng typhoon, landslide, or mga flash floods. So nandyan sila, nagbibigay sila ng tulong, nagbibigay sila ng mga relief goods doon sa mga taong nasalanta. And also, they are constructing civilian housing and nagpa-participate din sila sa mga literacy campaigns. So, ito yung nabanggit ko kanina na 3 major services ng AFP. So, una is yung Philippine Army o yung hukbong kalatihan ng Pilipinas. So, sila, they are responsible sa ground warfare ng Pilipinas. So, kaya madala sila yung nakaka-encounter o na-engage sa maraming conflict kagaya ng communist rebellion sa Pilipinas and also yung mga conflict sa international scope or sa agawan ng teritoryo between the other national forces. Then next is yung Philippine Air Force naman. So yung Philippine Air Force naman ang hukbong himpapawid ng Pilipinas is sila yung they are defending the Philippine airspace and nagko-conduct sila ng mga aerial operations throughout the Philippines. And kasama din sa operation nila yung mga search and rescue sa karagatan. The next is yung Philippine Navy. So yung Philippine Navy naman o hukbong pangdagat ng Pilipinas, sila naman responsible sila doon sa naval forces ng Pilipinas sa mga operations niya and sa mga maritime patrol missions within the Philippine waters. And in-ensure din nila yung protection ng Philippine maritime interest or yung including yung West Philippine Sea and yung Benham Rise. So yung main challenges na kinakaharap ng AFP, of course, yung pagpe-preserve, pagpo-protect ng Philippine territory and sovereignty. So alam natin yung current issue na meron yung na kinakaharap ng AFP is yung pagiging aggressive ng mga China doon sa West Philippine Sea. So gumagamit sila ng dahas, ginagamitan nila ng water cannon yung ating mga Philippine vessel kahit nasa loob naman tayo ng economic zone ng Pilipinas. So meron ding balita na napanood ko na yung nagkaroon ng collision, yung PCG or yung Philippine Coast Guard and yung Chinese Coast Guard kasi gumagawa sila ng delikadong pagmamanyobra. And yung China Coast Guard kasi is hindi lang naman siya para maprotektahan yung local zone nila, para din yung parang intended din na parang masakop tayo ganun. So yung ginagawang solution, kaya malaki din yung budget budget dito sa AFP, which is 285.69 billion ngayong taon, is para ma-upgrade yung capabilities ng armed forces ng Pilipinas, especially yung PCG or yung Philippine Coast Guard na kumakaharap sa problema ngayon sa West Philippine Sea. And also para ma-modernize pa itong AFP kasi hindi naman pwede na ipagsawalang bahala yung AFP kasi sila nga yung magpo-protect and yung magtatanggol, magse-secure doon sa national territory ng bansa natin.